First pitch is moments away in San Francisco. It's Interleague Baseball on the show. We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Central leading Minnesota Twins and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and this one should be a pretty interesting matchup. Now, keep in mind that the ball doesn't carry here nearly as well at night as it does in the daytime. So some of those home runs that you were hitting in batting practice are going to be warning track outs during the ball game.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins, as their starting nine tonight will look like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. The leadoff hitter makes his way toward the plate, and we are ready for baseball. Good crowd on hand as the first pitch tonight is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7:15.
And this is lined back into center field, and he's on to start the ball game. It's a base hit, and this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game? And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Marco Scutaro will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. And here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Getting one gone.
2-0 now.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
A runner at second, nobody out. Three and 0 now.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
The 3-0 pitch. And he finally gets this one over for strike one. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. Aoki will get it in quickly here, and that's going to be good enough to hold the runner at third base.
Back-to-back, very hard-hit balls to start the ball game, and he whistles this one for a base hit. They're in good shape to make something happen here in the very first inning.
Joe Mauer will stand in for the first time, currently third in the American League in home runs. First pitch of the at-bat is lined hard into the gap in left center. That'll find some real estate out there for extra bases. And they'll have to chase it down out around the 382 sign. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Well, the first big hit of the ball game comes right here in the first inning. 2 men on. He finds a pitch he can handle, and he does not miss this one. He drives it all the way to the wall to bring home the first 2 runs of the game.
Number 61 will dig in now in a run-scoring spot, and they've got the right man for the job here as he currently leads the American League in RBIs. Mauer off a second. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Strike called, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Boy, the command. Not really good right now to start this ball game. Already that's 3 hits now and a walk he's given up. He's really laboring through this first inning of work.
Corey Hunter will stand in for the first time, currently 3rd in the league in RBIs. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Turn 2 now, let's go.
Fouled back. Short lead from second. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Danny Santana will dig in now. The sixth man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
A ground ball to third, and they could get two. There's one. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play, and you know you're only going to get one, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Brian Dozier will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Dozier waiting on the 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Big pitch here, 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Oh, and he nearly got that double play he needed to get himself out of the inning. But you see the good hard slide here at second base, and the return throw just a little too late. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an RBI.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 4, and the starting lineup put together by Bruce Bochy for the host Giants looks like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Angel Pagan will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Giants, the center fielder number 16, Angel Pagan.
Palm ball in there, strike 1.
Well, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. His guy's got him a 4 spot to work with in the first inning, so you got to figure he's going to be out there pounding the strike zone.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And now this is swung on and missed, and Pagan is a strikeout victim here, 1 away.
And you know, when you got a 4-run lead on the mound, get ahead in the count, then make them fish for something. I mean, that's just classic pitching strategy right there.
Norichika Aoki will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. Down and away, ball 1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Here's the 1-2. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Santana is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Buster Posey will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
In there, 1-2 now. And this is lined foul back over the Giants dugout. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Sliced down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Fastball is outside and it's full now, 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Hunter Pence will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Posey on at first, and now the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Low. Think that was the palm ball there. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball back up the box. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Cole Stewart leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Pitcher Cole Stewart.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Giants going with the orange jerseys here, including the orange brim on the hat. Like that look. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And he's thinking, hey, I get 1, maybe 2 chances a year to swing the bat. I'm going to get my money's worth.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, and the one silver lining to that tough first inning, at least he gets the pitcher to start the second. So he's able to get this inning off on the right foot.
Number 70 will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Now the 2-0. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but winds up working out for him.
Marco Scutaro will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time.
Yeah, there you go.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Go, Giants.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Go, guys, come on!
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
Keep that runner close!
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
And he's saying, give me a
First baseman
break.
number 7,
I mean, that pitch is right
Joe
there.
Mauer.
And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Joe Mauer will try to pick up where he left off. He doubled home a couple his first time around. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Come on, Giant!
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
That's not a sight you want to see this early as a starting pitcher. 40 pitches already.
Let's run the 5-4-3 here!
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Close up with the side! Come on, Giant!
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. What a stop coming off the bag to Crawford for 1.
Oh, what a great effort right there just to get an out on this play. You see him lay out to get the ball, then make a good flip to the bag to get the force at second. Wow, that's nicely done.
Number 61 will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the 2nd inning. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
Do it, Giant! Hold them down!
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Not let them score!
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Just a straight steal here, second base. Good throw might have had him, but you see it just sail a bit there, and a nice play to pull it in, or that runner on third could have walked home.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Hence is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Brandon Belt will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
First baseman, Brandon Belt.
First pitch is a forkball, too low for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Let's go, Giants.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Go, Brandon.
And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Casey McGee will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Stay clear of the DP. Here we go.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Batting 7th, second baseman,
Joe Panik will get his first shot at it here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Come on, you can do it. All right.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Swing and a miss on what appeared to be the palm ball. It's 1-2.
Let's find the hole. Here we go.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
All right, Giants, come on.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a shot toward right center. Hunter is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 outs now, they won't risk running on that arm out there as he's forced to sit tight at third base.
And that's just some bad luck right there. With the outfield at their normal depth, this ball might have gotten down. But with them playing in, well, it's a completely different story.
Brandon Crawford will get his first opportunity now. And as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give them any kind of cheapie here with 2 away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Forkball taken for a strike, and that evens things at 1-1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And that will end up a foul ball. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Number 61 is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Giants leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Corey Hunter is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Right fielder, Corey Hunter.
Oh, and he gets the fastball on the first pitch and shoots it into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, more trouble here to start the 3rd inning, and trouble's been his middle name so far. You see the line. That's through just 2 innings of work now. And the way things are going, he may not be sticking around a whole lot longer.
Danny Santana will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's taken for a called strike 2. And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, I think he's getting frustrated with his inability to get ahead of hitters. This is not the kind of guy you want to fall behind 2-0.
Get him down now.
Hitters count 2-0. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Pitch out, nothing doing. A ball hit hard to the left side. And now this will be a base hit for Suzuki.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Cole Stewart will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away.
Come on now, let's go.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
2 down, runners at first and second.
He swings at everything. Throw it anywhere you want.
Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Dodge you out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. They lead it 4-0. Number 53 makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Number 53.
Right there for strike 1. This for Scudero at second. And the throw on by Scudero's in time for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 16, Angel Pagan.
So with 1 away, it's the center fielder, Angel Pagan.
Go Giants.
fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Here we go.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Norichika Aoki will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Come on, Giants!
Here's the first offering. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
1-0 now is swung on and chopped over to first. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They're down 4-0. Number 70 will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Center fielder, number 70.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
What are you watching?
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His 3rd hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Ryan Vogelsong is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Marco Scudero will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to 3rd to see if anything's up here with nobody out.
Get your asphalt soda here.
Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And this will be fouled away. Up high, 2-1 now. swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
And this is where the Twins can really do some damage. Got the first 2 guys in your lineup on base here, and with the thunder they've got coming next, this has the makings of a big, big inning.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. On the ground to third. To second for 1. Back to first, and Mauer is retired on the double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top 2 guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage, and then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Number 61 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And that misses inside. 1-0.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Come on, let's hold them.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Let's sit him down right here.
Goes the other way with a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Corey Hunter will dig in. He singled his last time around. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And a ball 1-0. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Let's go, Zane.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 2-1 now to Hunter. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Pitch runs in on him as this is fisted out to the right side of the mound. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the Giants nothing. Buster Posey will start the inning for San Francisco with Hunter Pence to follow on deck.
Buster Posey.
Now here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Palm ball in there, and it's 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
With one away, here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And he gets ahead 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Can't get him to go after the Scrooge with 2 strikes, so it's 1-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Oh, Pence. High drive. Left field. Out of here. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1. Now the pitch. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Casey McGee waits on deck. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Casey McGee will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. In there, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Here comes the 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss. Boy, that thing's moving pretty good. 2 gone.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Joe Panik will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Number 70 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby. Hunter Pence leaves the yard. We're through 4. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Danny Santana will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Danny Santana.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Peanuts, popcorn, cotton candy.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on ShowTrack. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Brian Dozier will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that misses ball one.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Dozier waiting on the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And this ball will be chopped foul. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Foul. Now a swing and a ground ball, but foul. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
And the fastball is lined into center field. That's a base hit.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Come on, toward the double.
And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. And this is going to be a foul ball. A 2-1 offering. Runner goes for second. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball.
Maybe a little question of whether this was going to stay fair or not, but you see, this is pretty much right over the bag at third and down the line.
Cole Stewart will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, with 1 away in the inning, they're thinking they'd like to get a second runner into scoring position. And that was wishful thinking because a good throw takes care of him trying to steal second.
Runner away from third. Now the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Let's get him out.
And a good two-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
And now anything more than 4 pitches to get this guy out, it has to be considered a letdown. You got to go get him right here.
Now the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the Giants 1. Brandon Crawford will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Fork ball, and he's looking good now, 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Come on, choke up.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes another 0-2. And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, 1 away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Joaquin Arias will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Here we go, guys.
There's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Angel Pagan will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
All right.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he wasn't showing bunt there, but even with 2 outs, you can't let your guard down defensively.
Come on.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Work the count a little.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2. And the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. George Cantos will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 70, George Cantos.
Number 70 will stand in working on a 3-hit ball game now.
Center fielder, number 70.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Marco Scutaro will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here's the 2-2 home. Too high, ball 3.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, you never know. This might have been the lesser of two evils right here. If you take this pitch, you know it's strike three. If you swing, you might bounce into a double play ball. So the best he could have done was maybe fouled that thing off, but instead, he comes up empty.
Joe Mauer will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To Crawford for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Number 61 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. And he takes ball 1. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Not easy here for a catcher. The old saying is, you gotta make yourself large. You see, the form's not too bad as he goes down into the V. He just might have turned his head a little bit, and this ball gets away.
A strike, and it's 2-1. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Torrey Hunter would be next. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Up next for Minnesota, right fielder, Torrey Hunter.
Torrey Hunter will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And Pence will move over to make the play to end the inning. Twins strand a pair. They're up 5-1. Norichika Aoki will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You can do it.
Big cut on the 2-0 forkball, nothing but air, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there, as this is bounced foul. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Buster Posey will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
A little bit outside. 2-1. The pitch. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Forkball's in there for strike 1. Ike, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Ball 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They're down here 5-1. Back here in San Francisco, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher
pitching
set
for
to
the
take
Giants,
over now. It's the right-hander
number 54,
Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
Danny Santana will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Left fielder, Danny Santana.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Ice cream here.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Man, you get flat out
batter,
fly.
number 2.
I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Brian Dozier will step in, a base hit in his last time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
That's just a nasty slider here. Way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after it.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in. He singled his last time around. First offering on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Fouled straight back. On the ground for Crawford. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. It's the Twins 5 and the Giants 1. Brandon Belt will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
First baseman, Brandon.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Palm ball swung on and missed there. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Come on, Brandon.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Come on now.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. The 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he'll take strike 3 called. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Casey McGee will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Here we go.
In there, and it's 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, it's the 7th inning, and it looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop 3rd strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now he's retired.
Joe Panik will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
We've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Let's go, Joe.
Swing and a miss. Good palm ball. 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he lays off the palm ball. 1-2 now.
Wait for it. Here we go.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Twins are out in front, 5-1. Vargas is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Just off the plate and high, ball 1.
Go get him!
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Oh.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here.
Let's get me out here!
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment.
The batter,
Very
number
compact
70.
there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Number 70 will try again. He's singled 4 times in this one. First pitch coming. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Two and 0 now. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Marco Scutaro waits on deck. Here's a ball lined out to right field, and it'll fall in front of Pence. It's a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Marco Scutaro will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Now he's going to have to punch his way out the ropes now.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. None out. Runners at first and second. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Gene Machi will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Joe Mauer will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Come on, let's get this job done.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. A bare hand for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Well, 3 singles, and that had him in position to really put together a huge inning. But one ground ball might just put an end to those thoughts. The run does come in to score from third, but this is a costly double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now there's 2 outs.
Number 61 will step in now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 thus far. First pitch to him. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Split-fingered fastball there inside, 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Three and 0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
Come on, hold it down.
Here it comes, 3-0. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, right fielder,
Torrey Hunter will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Now the first pitch. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw.
Taking a little bit of a risk there. You'd hate to see him make the final out at second, especially when you've already got a runner on third. But he gets a great jump here, and now a 2-out single will drive home 2 instead of just 1.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 6 and the Giants 1. Tim Stauffer is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tim Stauffer.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Brandon Crawford.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. Now, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Suzuki will watch this into the glove for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Gregor Blanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Here's the first offering. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Oh, got his pitch on 3-1, but this is a routine fly ball. A pinch hitter will not be, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is a situation where he's going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Angel Pagan will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
That's hit to the right side and past Scutaro into right field, a base hit.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their third hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Norichika Aoki will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
2 out with the man at first. Pagan holding, and now here's the pitch. 3-0 now.
And I think having that guy on first was taking him totally out of his game.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so concerned. He's got the lead. If that guy wants to go, let him go.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away.
Hot dog, get the hot dog here.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. He's got it.
Oh, that's just a bad break right there. He made a good pitch. He probably should be out of this inning, but it winds up being an infield single.
Buster Posey will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Pagan off a second, now the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
You're in a tough situation here on the mound because you don't want to load the bases, but you also need to be extra careful with this guy up here at the plate.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. Throw over to third here. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. Minnesota leads this one 6-1. Javier Lopez will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Danny Santana get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Santana.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game.
Throw it by him.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1.
Here we go.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Not too sure how you take that one on over to.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Aoki is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher is number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Strike this guy out.
First pitch coming. Lays off 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
2 out, nobody on. And that misses. 2-1.
Let's go.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here comes a 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Pitcher number 22, Tim
Eduardo
Your
Nunez will look for some
Pinch hitting
2-out
for
magic
Minnesota.
here as he'll pinch hit
Number
with 2
9,
gone and a runner at first.
Nunez.
Throwing anywhere. Who's swinging anything?
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Caleb Thielbar will be the new pitcher.
For Minnesota, number 56, Caleb Thielbar.
Buster Posey will stand in 0 for 2 thus
Leading
far.
off the bottom of the 9th, catcher Buster Posey.
Now a change in. Hunter is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Hunter Pence will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Well, I'm going to guess he wasn't expecting it to be this easy. That's 2 outs on 2 pitches, and he's an out away from wrapping this one up.
Brandon Belt is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Casey McGee will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
You can do it.
And this will be fouled away. Out of play. Two out with the man at first. And, strike three called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Twins are victorious in this one, 6-1. Good night from San Francisco.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 6 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Giants, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. A reminder that Muni Metro service on the J or T lines is available outside the 2nd Street entrance with transfer service to BART at the Civic Center, Howell, Montgomery, or Embarcadero stations. Caltrain service is available at the depot at 2nd and King Streets, and post-game ferries will be departing soon for Vallejo, Larkspur, Alameda, and Oakland.